Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. We're going to be doing a little bit of deck building, playing a little bit of Hearthstone, figuring out some stuff. We're going to be playing Wild for the most part, as I concluded over the last video. Oh, and now Hearthstone's not loading. That's lovely. I thought, hey, I'll just load up DX and I'll be able to capture the game today, and might be able to use the footage to make a video, since I'm flying out tomorrow and I need content. And apparently now it's just like, black screen! You like black screens? No! Black screens, not fun when I'm trying to show footage. Okay, I guess in that case, that's probably now massively balked. Okay, well, let's try Fraps instead of DX Story then, because I guess DX Story wants to break everything today. Fraps. You're not capturing, are you? Oh, yes you are. Wonderful. Alright, so that works. Alright, Fraps it will be then. That's fine. Everything works. Mostly. I am done with Windows 10. I'm so freaking done with it. I've put a new thing together. I have a new USB drive with Windows 7 on it, just a clean install. I'm going to dual boot it and go the hell back to Windows 7 for a while. Because Windows 10 is a broken-ass piece of shit. And frankly, since I'm not covering Windows Store stuff right now, there's no point in me having Windows 10. You can't even capture Windows stuff properly anyway. So, what's the point? And I'm not going to cover it until you can. So, there you go. That's what's going to be happening. Now you understand. Right, then. Okay, so let's have a look at some deck building. I was wanting to show you Ultra Ramp, actually. This is Wild Ramp. And this is a pretty fun variant of the Super Ramp Druid deck that I used to play. But it's kind of pushed up to 11, simply because you have the access to more stuff. Basically, Maya Keeper is a new addition. So that is another empty mana crystal. So you got Grove Tender and Maya Keeper in the same deck, which, in combination with Wild Growth and Innovate, gives you a lot of flexibility. And now Forbidden Ancient has been added. That means you can get some really big, scary Ancients. Did I hear about the streamer that was forced to update Windows 10 when he was streaming? Well, you know you can turn that off, so him not doing that was probably not very smart. But that shouldn't have happened anyway. I know, DirectX 12 is not worth it right now whatsoever. I don't think there's a doubt about that. You throw Yogg-Saron in here because there's actually a decent amount of spells being cast, and that means you can get Yogg-Saron out a lot quicker, and Yeshai, Rage Unbound. I was thinking of building a Death Rattle focused deck with the Death Rattle dude. I think I might do that at some point. That seems like a lot of fun. And this gets a chance to play Blood of the Ancient One. You haven't seen the Ancient One yet. This is a 30-30, which disables Concede. I am deadly serious. That's hilarious. So we're going to be throwing that out here. We've got Archmage Farm in here. Aviana, of course, for the big combos. Everything like that. Lot of crazy stuff. It's a bit of a improved version of the Hyper Ramp that I used to play. I don't think there's anything else in there that I would really add from Old Gods. Fandral Staghelm, you could argue, is okay because of Nourish, because that means draw 2 mana crystals and get all your cards. That's pretty great. So you could make an argument certain for Fandral Staghelm in this deck. I think I'm going to make a deck built around him that is all about the and/or choices, the illusion of choice. Didn't I make that deck earlier pro-choice? There's a lot of what I'm going to be doing with my new Hearthstone content is I'm going to be making those older decks new again with the new cards, because it's been like several weeks, several months, several years, in fact, since I've played those decks. Well, yeah, it was called Pro-Choice, right? That was actually a really good deck. It was very flexible. Like my morals. Yeah, 507,000 views on that. We should definitely do Pro-Choice too, Electric Boogaloo. Am I frozen? What? How can... I am. That's... So you haven't been able to see a damn thing up until this point. What is up with XSplit today? Is it Fraps that's doing it? Alright, can you... You can't see a damn thing, can you? What the shit? This is unusual and weird. Okay, let me try re-adding it. And now it's black. What? Christ. Why? Alright, let me reload and see if I can fix it. I can't believe they haven't fixed that Twitch play. It might be. I might just have to turn my playlists off, because apparently this happens all the damn time, and Twitch still hasn't fixed whatever the problem is with it, which is mind-blowing to me. Okay, so currently this is running fine. Now, if I load Fraps, is it going to break it? The answer is yes. Fraps breaks it immediately. But also, Dxtorius, so if I'm streaming, I can't capture anymore? The hell? That's terrible. I was hoping to make a video out of this, but I guess I'm not going to be able to, because now my capture does not work with XSplit anymore. I don't know. No, Shadowplay's off. I disabled all of that. What the Christ? Everything is breaking. I had problems with my Overwatch stream. I had problems with bloody everything. Ah, God. Well, that is not brilliant at all. I can try... I'm going to try reloading Dxtory once more. And, yeah, as soon as I load Dxtory, it blacks the screen out. And as soon as I get rid of it, it turns it back. Great, no capture. Locally recording with XSplit means my voice is on there, which I don't want to do. I want to have my voice separate so I can edit. So, great. Well, I'm not making a YouTube video out then. I should probably not stream then, because I need to make content. And if I can't make it, then I'm going to have nothing for the weekend while I'm away. That's really shitty. This is... I've never seen this happen before. I used to be able to capture no problem while streaming, and now it just doesn't work. Why? Couldn't tell you. Random, broken bullshit on Windows 10, probably. That's tiresome. I don't know what to do then. Unless I can't capture with the audio there. Fuck it. I promise a stream, I'll give you a stream. I guess I just can't do anything with it on YouTube. Well, this is a giant waste of time. Fraps doesn't work. Fraps broke it. Fraps doesn't work. Dxtory doesn't work. And Shadowplay fucks everything up. So, yeah. Fuck OBS. I use XSplit. I'm never going to not stop using XSplit, so there's no point in ever talking about OBS. OBS is a waste of time. What annoys me is this used to work. This is a very, very recent fuck-up. I'm not sure what they did or what happened, but it doesn't work anymore. Okay, anyway, let's... So, I was talking about this deck, which you didn't get a chance to see, but I did describe it fairly well, the Wild Ramp deck. So I was looking through the cards, the new stuff, to see if there was anything worthwhile. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, OBS? I hate evangelists for software. They're the worst. Like them and Linux. The fanboys. God. It's the most annoying thing in the universe. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything else worth adding to a ramp deck. You know, it's nice to have things like Raven Idol, because that means you can get like a third Wild Growth or a third Innovate out of it, and also like an early minion. Astral Communion is obviously phenomenal for this. Is there anything added in League of Explorers? Yeah, that was a Raven Idol that I added in. I was thinking of making a spell damage deck with the Jungle Moonkin, but I haven't really come up to anything just yet. Export to YouTube doesn't... Wait, look. I understand how streaming works, okay? Been doing it for a while. Don't need advice. Yeah, I think that's, this seems like the way to go. So we're going to roll the Wild Ramp deck on Wild Ladder and see where that goes. I guess we can just use this as a... I've got a Death Rattle Hunter here, actually, as well, which is quite fun to play. I might show you that. I guess we can just use today's stream as a test bed for some new decks, and then I can make more videos later. Annoyingly, you have to rank up again, but I guess it makes sense, you know. You rank up with a strong deck in Standard or Wild, and then go back to Standard. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Well, since we're not recording for YouTube, screw the Hearthstone music, and let's put on something better. Like, oh, I don't know. What do we got? It's something good. Got some Miracle of Sound. Got a lot of Miracle of Sound. Some big giant circles. Here we go. There we go. So we can just run some music. Okay, so this is a terrible opening hand. Let's get rid of that. I don't know what... I don't think there is an incentive to play Standard over Wild. It's for people that don't have all the cards, basically. I don't think I Innovate Grove Tender here. I'm just going to hold on to these for a big combo. It's for people that don't have all the cards. So if you have a more limited card set when you're a player, you're probably incentivized to play Standard. Otherwise, just play Wild. Like, It used to be that Wild was a really long queue time, but I think people have gone back to Wild after realizing that Standard is literally 90% Cthulstone and nothing else. So, that might be why. How about some Dark Tranquility? How about getting copyright striked? We don't play licensed music on streams. Sorry, I'm not small enough to be able to get away with that. Yeah, I've been looking into the software. I mean, I could just use virtual audio cables to reroute everything. I mean, I could hardware route everything, but the thing is, I shouldn't need to. That's the point. I shouldn't need to do any of that. It's supposed to work. Alright, we're going to have 8 mana by turn 4. That's not too bad, right? I don't think there's an excuse like, oh, well, what about Secret Paladin? Yeah, but you've got more stuff to deal with Secret Paladin now. There's an additional card which will nuke secrets, so Secret Paladin is nowhere near as strong because you've got new shit to deal with it. So, I don't think that's a good reason at all. I don't have to fucking deal with stupid-ass Cthulstone decks. So that's why I'm not playing Standard, because most people don't play Cthulstone in Standard, even though in Wild, even though you can. It's boring. You know, that's the main problem. It's boring. It's mostly Cthulstone or Zoo. That's all you do. Like, I don't want to fight that. I don't mind losing. I just want to lose to something that's fun and interesting rather than something astonishingly dull. Well, we've got 10 mana. The unfortunate thing is we didn't draw any good thing to play with that. So, my ramping is not really helping me right now. As much as I would love to say that it is. And that is going to be very difficult to deal with. I mean, I could just hit it, but it's kind of a waste. Yeah, I mean, I know why people play Standard. It makes sense. Again, if you're a newer player and you have a more limited card set, you absolutely should be playing Standard. But I don't, so why would I? Standard is a bunch of net decking. It's also like if you're practicing for tournaments, like, I don't give a fuck about tournaments. This is a children's card game. I'm surprised it even has an esports scene. But it does. Oh, come on! Just... You give me so much mana, and then you don't give me a damn thing to use. Did I just kill myself? 10, 14, 15, no. So I can at least Tree of Life next turn. That's gonna keep me in the game, but it's like... Dude, I got the perfect ramp, and then no creatures at all. So my ramp was useless. Alright, I've got 3 HP. He is hoping he doesn't have a spell to kill me. In which case, I can Tree of Life back up to full and we can keep playing. If not, I lose. Which is not brilliant. It's like, hey, I lost at rank 25. I'm an idiot. I'm surprised he drew 2 upgraded heal bots and buffed that to ludicrous levels, but hey. Well, I don't have a plus damage that he can throw at me, so there's that. Oh, please don't discover a spell that can kill me. I want to do a new Mill Rogue because of Thistle Tea. The addition of Thistle Tea, I think, is really helpful. Well, since I can't... Yeah, I could do a... Yeah, I could mill him with the... I can't mill him with the clay. Actually, I can. So, here's how we're going to do it. What we do is we hit 4 times, and then we run the Tree of Life, which is going to heal 5 things, and he's going to get milled. So, we just want to make sure we don't kill that. Alright. Action time, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this shit. It's going to be wonderful. Fuck you! I do get hit a couple of times by that, but... Overdraw! Overdraw! Enjoy that! You son of a bitch! Yes, yes, yes! Burn that deck, burn it! Burn it to hell. Alright, that was cool. And he's gonna overdraw again now. Oh, he just pagled too! Oh, burn that deck! Burn it down! Yes. Mmm. Delicious. I still, by the way, do not have a single minion to play, which is not ideal. And I can't get through this. But I have a bunch of powerful cards. If only I could draw them. I still have Tree of Life. I can mill them again. But I need a card. Give me a fucking card. Something. Anything. Oh. Well, that was not... Oh, I mean, one, that wasn't very bright, but he may just be burning his hand just in case I do that to him again. Oh, hello, dear! Finally, you show up. Unfortunately, he has lethal. So, using the Forbidden Ancient now will literally lose me the game. Which is a shame, because I could literally do a 12-12 Forbidden Ancient with Innovate. But if I do that, I'm going to lose the game. So, that's not good. I think we're going to have to Tree of Life again. Tree of Life again! Still doesn't solve the problem of the fact that he has all this shit here. I could play a 1-1 Forbidden Ancient, or I can innovate into a 3-3 Forbidden Ancient. But that really is about it. Okay, Pagel, go fishing. There we go. Burn it. Yeah, I couldn't push it to 12, you're right. Doesn't matter anyway, because I wasn't going to play the card, so it's absolutely irrelevant. Well, we used both of that. He's down to 5 cards, and unfortunately he has a board that I can't touch, because I can't draw any minions, for some reason. Yeah, I don't know if I actually have Deathwing in this deck. I think I put him in. I fucking well hope I did. If I didn't, then I'm in serious trouble. And that also involves drawing a minion, which, as you can see, never happens. Well, I'm down to 10 again. It's like, yeah, ramp's amazing, except when you don't draw anything, then it's not amazing. I drew all my ramp and nothing else. Oh god, he Shadow Word pains his own cleric, just so I can't do that again. So, well, I only have 2 trees of life, so I can't do that again. Nourish! Yay! I can drew the cards that I finally need, except they're 3 turns too fucking late. Ironbark Protector, Archthief Reform. I don't now have enough mana to play the Ironbark Protector. I'm short by 1, of course I am. I guess we're gonna have to Raven Idol and see if we can get some AoE. Nope. None of these are any good at all. I mean, I can create a taunt. Not a very good one. Oh, no, I can't, because that's going to spend all of my mana. So we're basically done. Well, that was shit. Thanks, RNG. I appreciate that. We're not talking about Dawn of War 3. It's a Sega game for the umpteenth fucking time. Stop asking me about it. Jesus. If we sort out the thing with Sega, then I'll talk about it. But if we don't, I'm not promoting a Sega-published product. Gentle reminder, they tried to ruin my career several years ago, and I've not forgiven them for that. Why would I? They never apologized. Alright, let's try again. Blood of the Ancient One. That'll be fun, but we don't need you right now. You know what would be nice? Drawing that at some point. No. Didn't think so. Ah, Raven Idol, nice. Discover a spell. Let's get an Innovate, shall we? Hopefully. I'll take the Wild Growth, that works. Oh man, I get 3 Trees of Life, that would be fun. Yeah, we'll go with this. Raven Idol is a phenomenal card. I love it. Excellent. Oh my god, another one. I'm half tempted to drop that, but I think we need to ramp, so... Yeah, I heard about the Total War mobile game. I did try a little bit of it, but I was like, this doesn't seem all that interesting. Ooh, super ramp going on right here. We actually have a minion, so that's a plus. No, I'm not Jesus, can you get it into your heads? Jesus, you fucks are persistent. I don't do requests. I'm not talking about a Sega game. No. Quit it. Well, at least there are no Cthulstone decks in Wild. It's mostly because you'd never have a need to play a Cthulstone deck in Wild. Do I hit Grove Tender here and then just Raven Idol, or... I mean, the most efficient use of mana is to do this. And then just throw the Raven Idol down. The thing is, if I'd done Grove Tender Raven Idol, I could have possibly pulled a Wild Growth and then played it. So this may not have been the best course of action. Yes, let's draw another Raven Idol. Actually, I prefer the Starfire. Like, it's card draw and removal, which I don't have a lot of. Well, this is going reasonably well. At least we have some stuff we can play. Oh, thank you. Yeah, totally. That's good. Please do sap that so I can play it again. I want to get rid of that before it gets too big, though. Hello, Aviana. You might be useful later. Well, I've got no spells in my hands, so Lower Third isn't really a problem right now, but I do need to get rid of them. I just dropped the Forbidden Ancient here, I think. It's like, boom. You have a 9/9. I'm still not 100% convinced by that card. I think it's nice that it's flexible. You can play it any time, but maybe it should have some other... Maybe it should have Taunt or something. I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced that it's great. Cold Blood would get rid of it. That is true. At least you had to... That's a 2-for-1, but I did sink all my mana into it, so... He still got reasonable value out of it. Hello, Yogg-Saron. You might be useful later. Haven't played enough spells for you yet. Probably Aviana drop Alexstrasza here, probably. Yeah, that's the other way to go. It's like, hello, dear. Lose all your HP. Thank you very much. I'll let the Yogg-Saron for a little later. Aviana's going down, but that's to be expected. Again, you have to rank up separately on Wild, so... Like I have the time to rank up 2 separate ladders. I was gonna say, you're not actually leaving Aviana alive, are you? No, that would be crazy. It's like, no, that's bonkers. Aviana's way too good. Dr. Balance! Yeah! I'm gonna Grove Tender first, though. Dr. Balance is a good play here, but there might be a better one. Alright, hold on to you for next turn. Dr. Balance! I think we just go face here and try and win. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Hit the other bomb. Is he gonna die? Because this would be great if he did. Bomb go face? Oh well. Man, the value. The card's still great. That's mildly annoying, but okay. I think I'm just gonna Yogg-Saron you now and see what happens. Although, I haven't played many spells, have I? So... Probably enough, you know. All I need is to do, like, one offensive spell and then he dies to Yogg-Saron. Yogg-Saron, go! Get him. I will have Feign Death. That doesn't help. Soulfire, face. Yeah! Yogg-Saron success. Wonderful. Yoggly Woggly did very well. Very impressed. It's the only time Yogg-Saron hasn't killed itself in a game. Very exciting. Exciting stuff, but we don't need it right now. We have an Innovate Coin Nourish on turn 2. Which is pretty good. He just smited face. Okay, Derek. Oh my god! Yoxeron, I'm sorry, but it's too good. You can come back next game. Turn 110 mana. Alright, fun times abound. Here we go. Now we need to draw a minion. This is where the problems start. If I have to... It's a face priest. I actually might lose to that. Especially considering I tossed one of the... Alright, we need a minion. Give me a minion. Something big. What do we got? Yes! Can't play you this turn, but you're big. There we go. Wild Growth would be okay, because Wild Growth will give you an excess mana card, so you can draw off it. So it's not too terrible. Dennis, stop it. Quite enough of you, Dennis. Hello, Dennis. How are you?
I'm not Dennis.
Are you not Dennis? Okay.
No.
This guy... Oh, that Astral Communion, no. Dennis over here is smiting me in the face repeatedly, which is not working out very well for him, I have to admit.
Why are you letting him do that?
I don't know. I'm sitting here with 10 mana and he's got 4, so, you know, I think this is going relatively well. All things considered.
So, how long you been streaming?
About 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get the work done, failing miserably. It's been that kind of day.
Is it?
It has.
I climbed a mountain today.
You did, yes. I'm not sure why you did that.
Because it was there.
Yes. I played a game today. You want to know why? Because it was there.
You suck. Hello, Twitch chat.
Twitch chat is the worst, as you are all aware.
Twitch chat at least recognizes me and acknowledges me. You, on the other hand, call me Dennis.
I didn't call you Dennis.
You said hi, Dennis.
Hi, Dennis. Yeah, I said hi, Dennis, to the priest because he was smiting me. Yeah, you think you might be.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you stealing my pills?
Because I pulled my leg a little bit in the joint.
Okay.
It'll be fine by tomorrow for the flight, but
all right.
for right now...
Well, I take it you're not intending to get back in the car if you're taking that.
No, absolutely not. I have nowhere else to go.
All right.
I'm done. I mean, it's like 7 something. I have a video to edit.
Okay. Have some more slime. I clicked the wrong button. No, it's here. There we go. Have some more. Why does it keep doing that?
Because no.
There we go. Now he's doing what he's supposed to do. All right. You can go, and you can go, and you can get hit in the face. This Astral Communion, I should have actually thrown that out, because that would have given me another excess mana. Never mind. It's fine. I think we're doing relatively well.
Lol, I don't think we need a Jenna emote on this channel. Do you?
It's not your channel.
I know. So why would there be an emote? Like whenever you do something wrong, because I like, you know,
something
yell at you
like
when
that,
you do something
yeah.
wrong.
Something along those lines. Let's get an excess mana. I should play it. Yeah, that's the correct way to play it. What do we get? Innovate. You're not much use right now. I'm gonna just toss it out and then throw Astral Communion out again. And that gets me an excess mana card, I think. And then I can draw. Which gets me Grove Tender, so I can draw. Don't I have lethal now anyway? Pretty close. I think, yeah, pretty sure that's lethal. There we go.
You can count.
Excessive wastes of time. He's dead.
Congratulations, Dennis.
Dennis is dead. Dennis lost horribly.
Okay.
Dennis lost horribly to Ultra Ramp, which is to be expected.
Alright, well, I'm getting a shower.
Enjoy that.
I will. Thank you. Mwah.
You didn't bring me anything fun from the mountain?
Well, what would you want?
I don't know. A rock?
You can't take rocks from the mountain.
A snake?
No, there was bear poo. I could have brought you back bear poo.
And you didn't, did you?
No, I didn't, but you know what I did do?
What?
I ran over that skunk that sprayed our dogs.
You what?
Yeah.
You found the skunk?
Yeah, my car tire found the skunk.
So you accidentally ran over the skunk?
Yep, it was running across the road.
Well, at least we'll not see it again. That's gonna stink up the car quite badly, isn't it?
No, like, there's no smell in the car at all.
Okay, well...
There is smell on the road.
Congratulations, murderous.
Shut up, you!
That's fine. I don't care. The skunk was a bastard. It can go to hell.
I typically break for animals of all kind, but yeah, that one decided it was just gonna be like...
Fuck that skunk in particular.
I'm just glad it wasn't a cat, because initially I was like, oh my god, it's a cat, but no, it wasn't a cat at all. The smell was very
not a cat.
evident
Okay.
that it was not a cat.
I'm glad to hear it was not a cat.
Yes. Alright, take my shower.
Alright.
Bye, chat!
I probably should not have done that. I probably should have just coined on turn 2 for that. It's a secret paladin. Let's see if we can beat a secret paladin. Guess we're about to find out, aren't we? Let's discover a spell. What do we got? Poison seeds is probably good for later. It's a noble sacrifice. And it's no avenge. Well, it's good, you know, if you can eliminate the secrets as they come down, rather than let them stack up with the combos, then that's fine. Fuck that skunk. It took us hours to clean the dogs, damn it. We had to do it at 3 AM. We had to go to Walmart to try and find anything to clean them with. I had to burn my clothes afterwards, because that smell does not go away. Yeah, so that skunk can go to hell. And that's where it is now. It is in hell, and I am not in any way upset about that. It's another secret, so we could probably eliminate that. Hello, Aviana. You might be useful later. I'm tempted just to coin Forbidden Ancient right now. That's probably a good idea. That gets me another minion on the board. Let's see what this is first. Alright, yeah. I think we coin Forbidden Ancient. Just say, hey, it's a 5/5. That's on curve. That's good. That gives us a little bit of board presence for the time being. Tomato juice doesn't work. It's an urban myth. For those who think tomato juice works for getting rid of skunk, it can work on human skin. It does not work on dog fur. Ever. So, do not use tomato juice. The mixture of hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, and dog oatmeal shampoo is the best way. One of the only ways, in fact. Alone guide my lance. Eat the noble sacrifice. Is that the avenge combo? It's not. Cool. So you can go fuck yourself. 5 damage eye for an eye. Alright. I'll take it. Yeah, Dodger left official duties on Polaris. I mean, she's still technically part... I mean, I think she's part of Revel mode now, which is actually the same network, so... she's just not doing the Polaris shows anymore because she wants to do her own content, which I don't in any way blame her for. Unless she was getting paid very well for that, it's a complete waste of time. Sweet, that sorts out our mana problems. We had wobbling runts. The best thing to do with those is ignore them. Because they become a lot more unpleasant when the death rattle triggers, so you gotta let him do it himself. Don't hand him the rope by which to hang yourself. What's it smell like? Skunk smells like a mixture of burning rubber and rotten meat. It is actually awful. It is the worst. Really fucking bad. My apologies, I have a nasty toothache right now. Alright, I'm actually going to kill off my Darnassus Aspirant. The main reason for that is that if Kel'Thuzad keeps resurrecting the Darnassus, actually, that's okay because they'll gain the Mana Crystal back. So that's not a big deal. I could Aviana Kel'Thuzad, and I think that would be very, very good right now. And then we kill that. We don't want that to spawn its runts and then get buffed up by Muck. Don't blame him in the slightest. I would not deal with that combo either. Ouch. Yeah, there's no... I managed to play that before he got half of the mana I did. This is why Wild Ramp is great. Because you've got so much more ramp capability than a regular ramp deck. Aviana Yasaj sounds good in theory, but the thing is then Aviana dies. If you play Kel'Thuzad, then Aviana comes back the next turn. So, it's clearly the way to go. What I want to do is get those Ancient Ones out. It must be really hard to play them, but I want to get the Ancient Ones out so the opponent can't concede and has to deal with the misery of it all. It's going to be wonderful. Yeah, I'd imagine Ancient One does. The thing is, Ancient One's way harder to play than Cthulhu is. Way harder. You know, you've got to get 2 copies of the fucking thing out at the same time. That's not going to help. I'd actually play maybe an Ancient One deck with a bunch of cloning stuff. That would probably be the way to go with it. Yeah, the card that gives you a 1/1 version of it could work too. Oh, was that a joke? That's a shame, because I saw that screenshot floating around, like, that sounds amazing. But I guess Blizzard was not willing to do that. So I call Blizzard cowards for doing so. Cowardice, indeed. Because that would be hilarious. Do I innovate Grove Tender here? No. What I probably do is I boost my mana as high as I can get it, and then I innovate your charge, and then scare the living shit out of him. Although I imagine this isn't going to live past this turn. It's probably going to get frostbuilded. You notice the lack of Cthulhu decks here in Wild? This is why Wild is more fucking fun. Game Station podcast was ages ago. I watched those lives, so I don't Polaris is done with it. I mean, this is still there. The archives are all there. I think there's a couple of missing episodes because they got in one little fight and their mum got scared and they said, we're moving with your auntie and uncle into we private this video because we're scared of copyright. But outside of that, no, all the archives are still on their YouTube channel. Again, I don't care for that Sling or Go 90 nonsense. I see why they're doing it, because they want to make extra money out of it, but I don't want that. I don't think that restricting YouTube content to premium services is a good idea. If I recall correctly, even if he clones a Forbidden Ancient, it's actually just going to give him a 1/1. So... Again, I don't have a problem with Secret Paladin. You've got way more ways to deal with them now. Oh my god, it's a Cthulhu deck. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Yeah, because at the end of the turn it triggers it. Okay, well, I actually am ramping up hard against this Cthulhu deck, so I don't think Cthulhu actually has much of a chance against what I've got here. I mean, I'm about to go innovate your charge. You think he's got a fucking chance? Let's fucking find out, shall we? Have some of this shit, you son of a bitch. You Cthulhu playing bastard. Look at that, yeah. Let's have some of that. Let's have a minion. Let's see what I got in this deck right here. We got ourselves a fucking Blood of the Ancient One we have. Oh, yes. Fuck your Cthulhu. Yeah, let's see how that goes for you. Ooh, we can't kill it. That's a shame, innit? Oh, if I draw the other one right now, this is going to be very, very interesting. Well, you're about to get wrecked, son. I think you're about to get wrecked, son. Oh, yes. Have another 9/9. Yeah, let's see what your Cthulhu can do against that, yeah? Look at that thing. Look at that board. Let's have some more. Let's have the other Ancient One. Archthief for farm. Oops, didn't get the battle cry. Never mind, there's another giant creature. Deal with that somehow. You ready to concede? Because you're dead. He's probably got ice block, so he's not dead yet, but please give me the other ancient one. I would be so happy. He polymorphed my Yashaj. What a bastard. Never mind. Yeah! Concede, you bastard, concede! This is how I deal with Cthulstone now. Go wild and run this deck. Raven Idol opening, good. Yeah, I like it. Keep the Grove Tender, toss that. Got ourselves an Innovate too, nice. I love it, Maggle. Okay, turn 2 Innovate Astral Communion, maybe, yeah, possibly. Let's see what we can fish for first. There might be a better option. There isn't. Well, whatever I pick, I'm going to lose it anyway, so that was actually a really shitty selection. But turn 2 Innovate Astral is fine. We can do that. Losing my Dr. Boom is a bit of a stinger, but it's okay. That's not too bad. Fuck JBL is the worst. Like, I hate him as a commentator. I wish he would stop. And now he's, fucking bigging up Roman Reigns, so I have even more reasons to hate him. Right, well, I've got 10 mana and you have 2. Let's have fun. It's an aggro shaman, though. That's the main problem, so I could still easily lose. It depends. I need to pull a good card. That counts. That fucking counts. Oh, yes! Yes! Yes. I don't want Timepiece of Horror or Mirror of Doom. Like, Mirror of Doom is vulnerable to Lightning Storm. Timepiece of Horror should kill everything on his board. Let's have that. Wow, he evolved into worse cards. Yeah, that doesn't help. That was a pretty bad evolution, all things considered. So we have Timepiece of Horror to basically blow up his entire board when we need to. Hello, dear. Oh, you're exciting. Kill the totem just in case he has totem synergy. Mirror contests the board, but it's also vulnerable to being lightning stormed, which is why I'm not playing it. Turn 3 of farm seems balanced. Thing from below. Yes, unfortunately, that is not a great value. And we're going to be able to kill it. Yashaj? Yashaj. Yashaj! Summon me something wonderful! I really kind of actually prefer that he didn't do that. But you know what? It's another big minion. That's the thing. It's like, okay, I don't get the battle cry, but it's still a massive board presence, and, you know, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when you come for you? We'll probably hex my Yashaj, and if not, he dies. So, that's fun. Out comes the Totem Golem. And he's dead already. We win by turn 5. This deck, man, holy shit. When it draws, it is a monster. Yep, I took ramp to its logical extreme conclusion, and it's becoming a rather fun deck. What you gonna do? 30 card pythons come for you. You know, I'm half tempted to run this deck against standard Cthulstone and just do some... The thing is, you lose Grove Tender. I think it's still playable, though. Even without Grove Tender, I think you could still easily play this ramp and then just blow them the fuck up before their Cthulstone even becomes active. I guess doable. It would have been Coin Wild Growth, but since we went first... It's not gonna happen. We're gonna innovate Nourish. Which is... I mean, that's okay. It's not, like, optimal. That's why I hate playing this deck without the coin. But it's because you end up wasting a mana. Spend all your mana, summon 2... Oh, no! Not 2 tentacles! Anything but that! No, this is the time when you don't play Astral Communion, because it's like, you know what, I'm already 4 turns in, it's not worth anymore. I think we drop the Maya Keeper here, actually, just to contest the board, because I always still get a crystal out of it. I could... yeah, that'll do. At this point, like, once you get to turn 4, if you draw Astral, you hold on to it till you've emptied your hand and then sink it in for an excess mana. You don't play it, because you actually end up in a really bad situation where you lose a bunch of good cards, and then you're reliant entirely on the top deck, and you don't actually gain that much of an advantage. Because right now, I'm fine. I mean, he's only got 2 1/1s on the board. I can Nourish next turn without him doing too much damage to me, and then that'll pump me up to 8 mana for the turn after that, and then I drop the Iron Bark, and then he's fucked. And the best thing about that is I can do that. I could even drop the Darnassus Aspirant here to contest the board. And I think I'm going to do that. You know, these 1/1s, not really a big threat right now. So I'm just going to leave them, put the Darnassus Aspirant down, and say, hey, I've got 10 mana now. Have fucking fun. You've got 4. It's a Cthulstone deck. Are you ready to wreck it? I'm going to wreck it. Fixed It Felix won't help you here, motherfucker. Sorry, I have no sympathy for Cthulstone players. My sole duty now is to annihilate them from the face of this planet. We're gonna blow them the shit out. Alright, what do we want to go for? 10-10, mirrored, I think against... I mean, there's the risk of that getting hellfired, isn't there? I think we're gonna... I still think Timepiece of Horror, because we've got other big creatures we can play. I like Timepiece of Horror, because whatever he drops, I can just blow it up. Siphon Soul a farm, which does sting, definitely, but that was one of his big pieces of removal, and here's the thing. Doesn't really matter. I wanted your farm for this. I'm not really concerned about anything else. We could drop a 10-10, but I'm going to drop the 8-8 first. And it doesn't matter if this dies now. I would really like to get rid of that, if possible. But I don't quite have the damage right now, so, you know what, let's go face. We're going to kill him next turn anyway. If he drops a bunch of stuff on the board, then Timepiece of Horror is going to fall on him. Timepiece of Horror is not incredible, mainly because it can actually target his face, which is not really what we're looking for. But it is the equivalent of a Pyroblast if he has nothing on the board. So, it's nice to have that. Ooh, ow. LOL! 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 No, get him. He hit himself more so than anything else. Alright, well, I'll lose a Mana Crystal, but it doesn't matter. I'm about to get it. I don't have Lethal yet, which is a shame. I was like, I'm going to just post Timepiece of Horror. He's now a mage. So I have Timepiece of Horror. I can do 18 damage right now. And I think I will. Just to say, alright, yeah, screw it. Timepiece of Horror. Randomly split amongst all enemies, which includes you, and you. Eat it. 6 HP. I don't think so, motherfucker. GG. Well, we're 100% against Cthulstone decks today. Yeah, so what Renounced Darkness does, for those who don't know, is it replaces your entire deck with a random deck of a random class. And it put Reno in his deck, but it had duplicates of cards, which means that Reno doesn't trigger. So, yeah, Reno, it was a risk. Like, if he'd actually been given a deck that had only one copy of each card in it, that Reno would have kept him alive. But as it stands, he was given a deck that had duplicates in it, which means Reno doesn't work. So, I mean, to be fair, in that situation, I would have done exactly the same thing he did, which is play the Reno and just roll the dice and hope. I'm not massively keen on any of these, but this would be nice for board control. The Naturalize... If this is like Zoo, I don't want to play Naturalize. So let's go for the Feral Rage. Yeah, Renounced Darkness gives you a random deck, and yeah, it does ignore deck limitations. I'm probably going to build a Renounced Darkness deck, because it sounds hilarious. And yes, it is entirely possible to play Reno in a deck that does have duplicates. The thing is, you've got to have drawn... You have to know that you've pulled your duplicates out of the deck already. And if you haven't, then you're not going to get very far with that. I don't like playing Reno in decks where it's not guaranteed to work. That was unfortunate. But it's not the worst thing to ever happen. Wild Growth for Nourish on turn 5 seems like the way to go. Because we can also Raven Idol off the back of this as well. Sure. Having one of those is always good. If he's a Zoo, we can burn him out. But I think he's a control handlock. Okay, maybe not. Let's go for the Nourish Mana Crystals. And we'll just fight that thing. I don't mind taking a couple of damage to get rid of it. This song is Signals by Darren Korb. It's from Transistor. Yeah, I think I've already discovered that Wild is a fuckload more fun than Standard. I'm actually having fun today, whereas I was a salty motherfucker when I was playing Standard, because everyone was playing the same damn deck and it was annoying. This is way better. I'm not sure. I haven't played Renounced Darkness. If it just replace class cards, and that is quite interesting. That would make it more playable, instead of being random Clown Fiesta. Nice. Feral Rage is a good way of getting rid of this, and we can mana ourselves up to 10 first, so... Yep, there we go. Evolve some spines. And now we can murder your face. Thank you. I do take a bit of damage from that, but I've got a Tree of Life sitting around, so I don't really care if I take damage right now. Now I have Aviana Archthief for farm, which is going to be fun. I'm just trying to, like, figure out what his deck is. Because so far it's just been very standard, like, generic cards. So I'm like, what do I need? I'm thinking that board full of zombies might be good here. Alex is nice here, but the main problem I've got is that I have a feeling, based on the pace of this game, that I'm going to have to use Tree of Life, which is going to make Alex irrelevant. I was thinking Aviana Archthief for a farm here. Yeah, let's go with that. And I think I'm going to pull the zombie one this time. It is vulnerable to Hellfire, so that is a risk, but simultaneously, at least he has to also Hellfire his own board in the process. Yeah, it seems like it's an alt-taunt deck, which is interesting. I've tried doing that before. It's not very effective. And generally speaking, you want to do it with warriors because they have some synergy with that. But it's cool to see someone trying that. This is why Wild's neat. People actually try different decks other than the bullshit. Well, he's going to stick around for a turn and kill something, so I don't mind. Does he have a way of getting rid of that? He's going to Shadow Bullet and then trade. Okay, it happens. You know, Aviana got me what I wanted, which was the 7/8 and the 10 mana spell out of it. Nah, Arena is probably a nightmare right now, I imagine. I can't imagine Arena being particularly enjoyable at present. I don't know, Arena just gets like more and more complicated every single time. That's the problem that I have with Arena. It's just like, because there are now so many cards, drafting becomes just a nightmare. It almost seems to me like they should actually let you pick either 4 or 5 cards from the draw instead of 3, just because there are so many now. Oh, cool, he's putting a Summoning Portal in. I always love the idea of a Summoning Portal deck. I love that card. I think it's so much fun, but it's just not viable. Like, you can't keep the fucking thing alive. And now you're about to be eaten by zombies, so... Do I actually have lethal here? I think I do, and that's very unfortunate for him. Yeah, so, I'm sorry, but you're dead. GG. That's gotta hurt. Cthulstone isn't even in the arena. Like, none of the Cthulstone cards are in the arena. You can't actually draft a Cthulstone. That's what I've been told, right? Is that not true? Or is someone just talking out their arse? I think the best thing they could do with Arena is either, like, severely limit which sets you can draw from, or give you a much larger, wider choice per draft, like maybe 5 cards instead of 3. Because at the moment, there's so much. That was a one-turn kill, by the way. I don't generally do that. There's so much nonsense. As soon as the expansion started coming out, I stopped doing Arena because it became, like, the drafting process became so difficult to do properly and very dependent on your luck that it wasn't even worth doing anymore. So I just got worse and worse at it and then just stopped having fun. I used to be, like, good at Arena. I used to, like, go 9-3, 12-2, you know? But I can't anymore. No, none of his minions are in either. Cthulstone and his minions are not draftable. Which is probably for the best. Is Magic the Gathering drafting limited by set, so you don't have to play a draft with 7 expansions in it? Have I even lost a game? I only lost that one game where I drew absolutely terribly, didn't I? I've won every other game. Huh. Pretty neat. Well, he's left realizing that this silly deck is gonna murder him. We're on a win streak. I'm climbing. I've done 25 to 19 in an hour. Not bad. You can get stuff by Discovery, apparently. You can get Cthulstone stuff through Discovery and Summoning, but you can't actually draft them. Yeah, I might fight Krendor. I've got, like, a lot of stuff to do. I still need to get at least 1 or 2 videos done. I might make my Lawbreakers video. I just should chew through my B-Reel stuff tonight. Just get that out of the way, because that's nice and quick. Because that's going to be for the weekend while I'm at DreamHack this weekend casting. And then I'll be back, and then I've got chemo the Wednesday after that. So that's going to knock me out for a few days. So I just want to get things done before that. Okay, Coin Astral Communion turn 3 is okay, but we lose so much if we do that. Like, losing Reform and a Nourish. Maybe not brilliant, but we'll see. We'll see what I draw. If I draw an Innovate and then I can do it on turn 2, then that's fine. I mean, I'm half tempted not to even do Coin Astral Communion turn 3 because it's a little bit slow. Maybe too slow, especially since this guy, I think, is playing Zoo. Also, I'd lose Kel'Thuzad as well, so you know what? I'm not going to. That's too many good cards. I'd rather go with Coin Nourish on turn 4 and then just build off the back of that. I'll be casting with Apollo and a few other people. I'll have partners, yeah. This is not a good selection of draws. It's like, can I Coin Astral Communion here? Yes, but I'm going to lose all of this if I do, and he has a board. So it doesn't seem like it's a very good idea. It's not a good board, but it is a board nonetheless. Turn 4, I can at least drop the Nourish and get a bit of a lead on him. And that'll let me play, like, my Kel'Thuzad and stuff. Shade and Exoramus. Yeah, I think this is a Zoo. Which may beat me. But I do have Tree of Life, so if I can just last that long. Do I Coin Nourish or Maya Keeper? Maya Keeper gives me board presence and can fight, like, trade 2 for 1. So I'm going to go with that. It's a more sensible play than the Nourish. I can just drop the Nourish on turn, next turn and hold on to the coin for something later. I wonder what I could do with Renounce. It would be interesting. Oh, we're ramping, which is good. and I'm going to be able to kill some of his stuff off, which is also good. And if he thinks he can kill me before then, he's going to have a nasty surprise, because I'm going to hold on to Coin Tree of Life. Not that I even need to, because I just ramped up to 9. And, yeah. Have fun. Alright. You gonna zoom me? Let's see how you zoom me. I don't know if it is a zoo deck. Like, it's got some weird cards in it for that. Like, Peddler and... It's... I don't know, it just seems like some custom strange deck. I got 2 for 1 out of that, you can't complain. So... Yeah, this is a... I don't know what this deck is. It's kind of strange, but it's interesting. Okay, what I want to roll with, then... probably, I think, Timepiece of Horror at this point. We could hit him with the Mirror of Doom again. Mirror of Doom plus Kel'Thuzad is really strong. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, this isn't Zoo at all. This is something else entirely. I don't know what it is, but it's doing a lot of damage, so... Alright, what do I want to roll with? The Kel'Thuzad isn't really going to help here. Probably throw down the Iron Bark. I could heal myself now. I think it's a little early to do that. The question is, if you can get rid of the Iron Bark, then I lose. So it's a risk playing it. If I heal myself now, then... I can eliminate that and heal my Reform up and go back to 30. Yeah, I don't want to take the risk. And then I can throw the other stuff down next turn, so that's fine. And then he may be forced to trade into my Reform. First things first, though, we're going to hit that, and I'm not going to, obviously, waste anything. So there we go, and that means I get the HP back on the Reform as well, up to maximum. That puts me up to 30, there we go. So, I'm at least out of lethal range. I'm a bit concerned about this thing getting too big. But... it was a risk. Like, if I played that and he just Siphon Souled it, then he had lethal, so it made no sense. But yeah, this is just like a kind of Warlock control deck of some sort. It's mostly Naxxramas cards. Yeah, there's definitely a concern, because I can't get to grips with this thing. So I'm going to have to put the Taunt down. Yeah, throw down the Taunt, and then... I think we Raven Idol here. Don't want to pull a minion or a spell. Probably a spell, see if I get some removal. Swipe. Yeah. Okay, we at least have a Taunt up. And he doesn't have lethal even if he can remove that. But if he's got face damage, then I'm dead. We'll see. He's got the removal, doesn't he? That's gonna sting. Yes, he does! See, if I'd played that earlier, I would have lost, but I may still lose anyway. Can I have my other Tree of Life, please? That would be nice, but I think I might be dead now. Yeah, I don't know what that deck was, but it was good. Apparently no Tree of Life for me, and that Taunt means I can't get my grips on these dudes. Let's see. What could I do? Mirror Mirror won't help. Nourish probably isn't going to draw anything that's going to save me. Might as well draw the cards and see if there's anything we can get. Yeah, that sucks. It's an unfortunate situation. But yeah, we're done. We're lost. GG. I don't have Timepiece. I have the Mummy's thing, not Timepiece. So, if you're going to backseat, at least get it right, yeah? Oh, cool. The trailer for Space Pirates and Zombies 2 is out. Interesting. Been intrigued by that game for a while. I don't have Timepiece. Jesus. Yeah, if you use this card you don't have, you could win now. Ugh. Interesting. Alright. Yeah, that was a good run. At least it wasn't a zoo deck. I give credit for that. It did the job. That might be zoo, though. I don't think we innovate Grove Tender here. I think we just hold on and coin Grove Tender and then innovate out Dr. Boom. Or we could just go innovate, coin Dr. Boom on turn 4. But we may have taken too much damage by that point. Yeah, this is probably zoo. I don't know, we'll see. This is actually identical to the last deck so far. But this is also zoo. You know, you do play Dark Peddler and you do play Voidwalker in zoo. So do I play the Aspirant this turn? I could dump down the Grove Tender, but that gives him mana, and I can't see that being beneficial. I think we put down the Aspirant, and that's like... At least he then has to trade a card in if he wants rid of it. So that slows him down a little bit, and then we see what he casts after that. And then we can make a decision based on that. Yeah, Zoo will never die. Zoo's just... It's too easy a deck. Yeah, this is absolutely Zoo in a nutshell here. At least I forced him to get rid of a card. But, yeah, I'm probably going to drop Innovate, coin Dr. Boom on him. Assuming I live that long. But, I mean, he's already got the perfect opening hand for this. Nourish is too slow, I think. Like, I'm going to need serious board presence very quickly. And the only way I'm going to get that is if I ramp up real quick. So I'm going to ramp up as fast as I can. That means I can innovate Dr. Boom and hold on to the coin as well. Or I could innovate coin a Iron Bark. Oh, an Implosion as well. Yeah, at least that didn't hit too badly. He's got a deck full of shit. So I'm going to be working hard here, but Dr. Boom might be the savior of the day. Assuming I don't die before that. At least his damage on the board isn't insane yet. He's cranked out a lot, but not quite enough. Alright, let's throw it on Dr. Boom. There we go. That should give me a little bit of boost. I don't have swipe. There's no swipe in this deck. Unfortunately. I'd have to Raven Idol it. Oh my god, he's running Reliquary Seeker. That's, rare. It does the job, though. Because I'm dead next turn, basically. Man, he's playing like a bot. Notice, like, how methodically and slowly he's attacking. This may very well be a bot I'm playing against here. I don't know. But I'm dead next turn, so... And I don't think there's a... I have actually no answer to that. I can eliminate some stuff from the board, but I think I'm probably dead. Zoo is a deck that requires a lot of skill, as you can tell. But first things first, let's see if we can get rid of some stuff with the bombs. Face was the last place that should have gone. Okay, so I can eliminate that, which leaves him with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That, not quite dead. I'm still a bit alive. The question is, what do we do at that point? If I hit and then I can knock one of those out, the Reliquary Seeker is the main problem here. The question is, like, what do I play after that? Hit that, not that, because otherwise he'll have lethal from that. So that minimizes the effect of that. I could coin Nourish off this, draw cards, and hope to draw Tree of Life, but I won't be able to play it. So... I guess, Wild Growth Danos is Aspirant, and hope he doesn't have lethal this turn. If he's got 1 damage, I'm just dead. He's fishing for it. And he gets a perfect Implosion, which is not great, but that puts me down to 1. I do now have 8 mana, though. If I draw Tree of Life, I'm back in the game. Oh, no, I'm not, because he's got... No, he's going to go face with that. So I'm back in the game if I draw Tree of Life. That's not Tree of Life, but I might be able to get a Tree of Life off it. Okay, Tree of Life, 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 Tree of Life. Fuck me. None of these are any good at all. Well, that's game. RNG was not with me. I'm trying to think what I could pull off the top with the Grove Tender that would save me here, and there's nothing, because this costs too much. And Nourish is no good, because even if I draw cards, I won't draw the cards I need. Yashaj, yeah. Might as well waste a little bit of his time. I mean, he deserves it. He plays a scum deck. Yeah, that sucks. Even if I throw down the taunt, it was still lethal. It doesn't matter. It was only 5/5 plus taunt. He would have broken that and then just killed me. It didn't make a difference. He already had enough damage on the board to overwhelm that. Alright, one more game, and then I've got to get some more pack stuff done before I go to bed. Not that anyone fucking watches it, but hey, that's not disheartening or anything. At least it's doing better than some of the pack stuff we did, but that was 4 years ago when the channel was half the size, so I guess I'm expecting too much. Oh well. I don't care why people are playing scum decks. I'm not going to be nice to them. It's like, hey, you realize you need to do the but I don't care. I don't care about their fun, only mine matters. I don't play video games to let them have fun. You know, if I'm playing video games to have other people have fun, then I want them on my team. All I know is it's a boring-ass deck. That's all I care about. So I couldn't give a toss, frankly. Zoo is complete scum. It requires no brains to play. You kidding me? Zoo and Face Hunter. You literally just roll your face over the keyboard and win. The more they do to break aggro, the better. Aggro's dull. No point in playing Aspirant, because he's going to do another spell and kill it anyway. Probably coin Nourish off this. Oh my god, he counterspelled my fucking coin. I mean, that's amusing in a way, but simultaneously not brilliant. I'm half tempted just to swipe that now. Well, I mean, I suppose it's okay. It's just I wanted to play Nourish, and I'm not going to get to do that now till next turn. I don't see the point in playing the Aspirant. He's only going to buff it anyway and kill it. But it's... I don't have... It's either that or swipe or hit face. Yeah, there's no point. Okay, just play the Aspirant. It's fine. At least I've got something on the board. Yeah, I suppose burning the counterspell with the coin was maybe good in the long run, but I actually needed that coin so I could Nourish. Wow, did you just fireball my face? That's incredible in its own way. Unfortunately, it probably means I'm going to lose. At least I can get rid of that now, but... Alright, we're up to 8 mana now, so that's good. Yep, he's doing Face Mage. That is a thing. You basically just nuke them with spells. It might be a Yogg-Saron deck, especially if he's running Conjurer. Just drawing as many spells as possible. Ew, interesting. Innovate Yashaj? Innovate Yashaj? Yes, yes. I mean, I'm thinking yes. I could innovate Aviana Yashaj. I would rather... I don't know. We have a... if we're patient, we have a combo here. I think we swipe the 6-3 out, and then what we do is we, let's see. Yeah, we Aviana, Innovate, Yashaj, Yogg-Saron. And then we laugh. Okay, let's do that. I don't see any point, like, burning through it too fast when we've got a combo here. Innovate Yogg makes no sense when I've only played, like, 3 spells. This is better. Innovate, Aviana, Yashaj. Or more accurately, Aviana, Innovate, Yashaj, Yogg is the correct order. Alright, let's make things interesting. Aviana. Innovate. We should Yogg Yashaj because there's a risk of Yogg actually killing my Yashaj. So, will you play Yogg first and then Yashaj? Ancestral Healing. That's okay. Oh shit, son! Wisp time! Now I can't play Yashaj. Yogg! Yogg, you son of a bitch! Why do you do this to me? I hate you so much. I'd have preferred the 5-5 buff if you hadn't already realized. And now Aviana dies, which was going to happen anyway, but... It's okay, I have mana for Yashaj now, so it's all good. Yashaj! Yes. Hello, dear. This is a very exciting card we have here. What will it pick? A Maya Keeper. That's fine, I already have 10 mana anyway. You could have killed a Wisp and played him. And how exactly was I supposed to do that? When the Wisp had summoning sickness. If you're gonna backseat, at least do it properly. Well, he's burned all his fireballs, so this is exciting. Let's have a gander. Nice barrier, alright. I'll draw some cards. It's a wild growth, I think, for an excess mana. Oh, hello. I really want an opportunity to play this, but I know it's never going to happen. Like, there's never going to be a circumstance where I actually get to play both of those. I think you have to go with a clone build with them, unless it draws one. Nope. Yeah, you gotta run Faceless Manipulators. And the card that gives you a 1-1 version of those. I do want to build the deck around that. A cloning deck. It's just like, this entire thing is all about playing cards that have really great death rattles or... Yeah, I mean, it would have to be really great death rattles. Oh no, it puts it in your hand too, so you can have good battle cries too. So really good death rattles and battle cries, but cloning. So, like, probably a rogue version. You'd probably play Faceless Manipulator, Thistle Tea, Gang Up... Blood of the Ancient One, whatever that little thing is that gets 1-1 versions. I don't know what the hell that thing is. Probably a Shift of Versiris. And then just a bunch of draw. I think that would be really fun. Well, should we keep this guy alive? We totally should. We should make him more miserable. Looks like he's going to keep himself alive by the looks of it. Alright, we're gonna make him a bit more miserable with his life. Here we go. Whee! You get to stay in the game a little longer. This might be a mistake. Mostly because I'm trying to get Yashaj to draw the fucking blood of the Ancient One. I don't know, drawing 3 backstabs would still be good. Or, you know, you could just not put backstab in the deck, and then that wouldn't be a problem. Herald Valash, yeah. We're gonna keep him alive for a little longer. To experiment upon him. Give him a chance. You see, now you're polymorphing my Yashaj. I think my patience may have run out. Why do you make Blood a 10-cost card? I mean, that makes it easier if you're going to like play an Evolve or whatever, but... No, Blood is already really hard to play. Why would you make it harder? I have another Tree of Life! He gets to live again! I'm tempted to play the Blood, but I'm a bit worried that he might, like, nuke it with something. But I think we should put it on the board just because, hey, scary. He's getting healed again next turn, by the way. I don't know if you realized it yet. He's actually keeping himself alive, but we're gonna murder all of his stuff. Where is my other Ancient One? Jeez! Why is it not giving it to me? X would have given it to me. I think we need to make a 40-40. I think that's gotta be it. I mean, it's a 9-9 for 9, though, which is, like, not good stats-wise. All the other 9-mana stuff is way better than that. That's the problem with it. It's like Blood of the Ancient One. Unless you can summon it... If you can pull it out for free, then it's amazing. But if you have to pay for it, it's not brilliant. Especially considering you can't guarantee it. You need to play a clone deck with it. I'm thinking about doing a different kind of Mill Rogue. Probably with Thistle Tea in it, so you can duplicate Shadow Step. But, yeah, I think that there's ways and means to do that. He's burned both his fireballs. He threw them at my face, so that's not a risk anymore. It's not to say he couldn't, like, do something like a Flame Lance or whatever, but... I have a feeling we may have pissed him off to the point where he's just gone AFK, but... Because he's not moving anymore. But it gives me another opportunity to maybe pull my other Blood of the Ancient One. And then we get to see what that looks like. And then we can buff it up to 10-10 with the Lantern of Power. This is making me sad. I want my fucking other Blood of the Ancient One. I mean, I could kill him. But where's the fun in that? I think he's gone AFK now. It doesn't matter if he ropes me. If you go AFK for one turn, your rope burns out in like 10 seconds, so it's not a big deal. Where's my other Blood of the Ancient One? God damn it. Come on, there's only 6 cards left in the deck at this point. It's got to be there somewhere. I literally have almost lethal. He's buggered off! What a bastard! What a son of a bitch! Here. Look at this. I BM'd him out of the game. What can I say? Alright, I'm done. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I actually have to get some work done now. I'm going to go commentate my Lawbringers footage. Lawbreakers, not Lawbringers. That's a... Lawbringer is something entirely different. Lawbreakers and probably something else, because I'm going away again tomorrow, which I actually really don't want to do. I'd rather spend some more time at home, but... Commitments. And, of course, you'll have the podcast available to watch tomorrow as well. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I will see you next time. Let's find somebody to host, shall we? Who is streaming that I actually like? Let's check following. Who's available? Nathanius is playing Overwatch. I would host Rockley Smile, but he's playing the Tem Dating Simulator, and I don't think we should actually be encouraging people to do that. So I guess I am hosting Nathanius. See you next time.